Ambassador Zara took a deep breath as she stepped onto the bustling space station. After years of preparation, humanity was finally ready to join the Galactic Council. The station's vast atrium buzzed with activity, filled with beings of all shapes, sizes, and colors from across the known universe. A small, insectoid creature scuttled up to her, antennae twitching excitedly. "Welcome, human. I am Click-Clack, your liaison. We are most pleased to finally have your species join us." Zara smiled, bowing slightly. "Thank you, Click-Clack. We're honored to be here." As they walked towards the council chambers, Click-Clack's mandibles clicked rapidly. "I must say, we were quite impressed by your species' quick adaptation to interstellar travel. Most races take centuries to reach this point after first contact." "Well, we've always been an ambitious bunch," Zara chuckled. "Once we set our minds to something, we tend to see it through." They entered a vast circular room where hundreds of different alien species were seated. At the center stood a tall, willowy being with shimmering, translucent skin. "Esteemed members of the Galactic Council," the being's melodious voice rang out, "we gather today to welcome our newest members, the humans of Earth." Zara stepped forward, her heart pounding. This was the moment she'd trained for her entire career. "Greetings, honored council. On behalf of humanity, I thank you for this opportunity. We look forward to contributing to the galactic community and learning from all of you." A ripple of approving murmurs spread through the chamber. The proceedings continued smoothly until a small, furry creature with large eyes spoke up. "Pardon me, Ambassador Zara, but I'm curious. How long has your species been spacefaring?" Zara blinked, caught off guard by the question. "Well, we achieved faster-than-light travel about 50 Earth years ago." The chamber fell silent. Zara looked around, confused by the reaction. The willowy being at the center cleared its throat. "I believe there may be some misunderstanding. Ambassador, could you clarify how long an Earth year is in Galactic Standard Time?" Zara consulted her datapad. "Certainly. One Earth year is approximately 3.2 Galactic Standard Cycles." The silence deepened. Then, suddenly, the room erupted in a cacophony of excited chatter and exclamations. Click-Clack's antennae were vibrating so fast they were almost a blur. But that's impossible. You're saying your species went from planetary confinement to faster-than-light travel in just 160 cycles?" Zara nodded, still confused by the commotion. "Yes, that's correct. Is that unusual?" The willowy being raised its arms for silence. "Ambassador Zara, you must understand. Most species take thousands of cycles to achieve what your people have done in a mere blink of cosmic time. The fastest any race has done so before was the Zorlax, and they took 1,200 cycles." Realization dawned on Zara. She'd known humanity's progress was fast, but she hadn't grasped just how fast in galactic terms. An avian creature with iridescent feathers spoke next, its voice filled with awe. "Tell us, human, what is the average lifespan of your species?" "Around 80 to 90 Earth years," Zara replied, "though some live past 100. The chamber once again erupted in astonished exclamations. "Over 300 cycles," Click-Clack chittered. "Ambassador, my entire species lives and dies in 40 cycles. We've had hundreds of generations since we joined the council." Zara's mind reeled as she processed this information. She'd known there would be differences, but this changed everything. The willowy being spoke again, its voice filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation. "Esteemed council members, it appears we have something truly unprecedented before us. The humans are not just new members, they represent a fundamental shift in our understanding of species development and lifespan." As discussions broke out all around her, Zara realized that humanity's role in the galaxy would be far more significant than anyone had anticipated. They weren't just joining the galactic community, they were about to revolutionize it. In the days that followed, Zara found herself inundated with questions and requests for meetings. Species that measured their lives in mere cycles were fascinated by humanity's longevity and rapid progress. "But how do you accumulate so much knowledge?" a gaseous being asked during one session. "We must constantly pass our learnings to the next generation. But you have time to learn and apply and innovate all within one lifetime." Zara did her best to explain concepts like formal education systems, long-term research projects, and the preservation of knowledge through writing and technology. Each explanation seemed to spark a dozen new questions. The implications of humanity's lifespan extended far beyond mere curiosity. Some council members began to express concern about the potential for humans to dominate long-term projects and decision-making processes. If a human serves on a committee for what they consider a short time, say, 10 of their years, that's still longer than many of our species' entire lifespans, one delegate pointed out. How can we ensure fair representation? These were challenges Zara hadn't anticipated, but she was determined to find solutions. She proposed rotating positions, collaborative teams with mixed species, and new communication protocols to bridge the gap between different temporal perspectives. As the weeks passed, Zara found herself not just representing humanity, but also becoming a bridge between different temporal experiences of the universe. She organized workshops on long-term thinking for short-lived species and crash courses in rapid adaptation for longer-lived races. One evening, as she stood looking out at the star-filled expanse beyond the station, Click-Clack joined her. "You know," the insectoid being said thoughtfully, "when we first detected your transmissions, we thought your planet must be incredibly ancient. The rate of technological progress we observed seemed impossible for a young race." Zara nodded. "I can see why you'd think that. We've always been in a hurry, I suppose. There's so much to discover, to create, to explore, and never enough time." Click-Clack's antennae twitched in what Zara had learned was amusement. "That's just it. Ambassador. To us. You have all the time in the world. Your perspective, your ability to see both the short-term and the long-term, is unique in our experience. I believe it's exactly what the Council needs." As Zara contemplated this, a new thought struck her. Click-Clack, has the Council ever encountered a species with even longer lifespans than humans, or possibly immortal beings? The insectoid was silent for a moment. "There are legends," it said finally, "tales of ancient races that live among the stars, watching the rise and fall of civilizations. We've never found proof. But, well, a few cycles ago, I would have said a species like yours was just a legend too." Zara felt a shiver of excitement run through her. The galaxy, it seemed, still held plenty of mysteries, and humanity, with its unique perspective bridging the short-lived and the ancient, might be perfectly positioned to unravel them. As she looked out at the glittering stars, Zara realized that humanity's journey was just beginning. They weren't just joining the galactic community, they were about to help shape its future in ways no one, not even humans themselves, had imagined. The eternal diplomats, as some council members had begun calling them, were here to stay, and the universe would never be the same.